Well, I finally had a few days to sit around and fool with Snow Leopard, and overall, I think it's really, really wonderful. I think it's finally completed OS Snow Leopard. I think it's finally completed the Leopard OS, and this is the final outcome that Apple has always envisioned. Okay, now we're kind of like wrapping up this series, and now whatever they have for 10.7 is going to work off of 10.6. They've wrapped up Leopard now. And why is the update so cheap? I think it's because in 10.7 and future applications, they plan on harnessing this technology, and you need what's in Snow Leopard. So they are trying to get people to upgrade, trying to get everybody to upgrade, regardless. You know, even the Tiger owners. You got to think, Leopard was pretty much completely different from Tiger, and people going from Tiger to Snow Leopard can pretty much get that for 30 bucks. Where we had to pay 129 for it because the Leopard disc doesn't check. To see if you own Leopard, you can do a clean install and it'll work. It's a complete operating system for 30 bucks. It's not an update, even though that's what Apple, says it should be. But it's nice to know that they didn't put any checks or serial numbers in there. You can get the $30 update, and it's the whole complete Snow Leopard. If you wipe your drive, it'll update right there. You wipe your drive and it'll just install. So I think it's finally polished. Apple for a year has been telling us, hey, this is not going to be a major overhaul. It's just a spit and shine polish. Okay, they've been yelling at us for a year, and they've been telling developers, stop using these old APIs or these illegal hacks like Haxies and stuff like that. And they've had a long time, and people who haven't rewritten their applications for Snow Leopard yet are just lazy, and now that they can, they will. And 6 months to a year from now, we're really going to start to see the benefit of Snow Leopard. People who say that it's not really a big upgrade, that it's more of a service pack, just is misinformed. Even though some of these people that are saying that are really, really intelligent, they're just misinformed. To say that it's a service pack is wrong, because this is a standalone operating system. I can take this $30 Snow Leopard disc and put it on a completely blank hard drive that's in a Mac, and it will install. It's not a service pack. A service pack requires the operating system. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not, even though they call it an upgrade, it is a complete OS. This is not a service pack, and the amount of work that's went on under the hood is unbelievable. This is what people, the end user, if you put a Snow Leopard machine beside a Leopard machine, you're not going to see much of a difference, to the regular person, But that's not what Snow Leopard's about. It's about under the hood. It's about speed and stability. I've heard a few people mention why they make such a big deal with hard drive space being so cheap, why they're making such a big deal about reclaiming hard drive space. And that's because I think they're slimming down the OS to make a move to solid-state drives in the future. Here before too long, I think they're going to switch to solid-state drives in their lineup, and they're wanting to decrease the footprint of their operating system, the footprint of their operating system. That's just one theory. I've had no troubles with it, besides breaking iStat menu. I've had really good luck with it. I really can tell that it's snappier. It just feels more polished. And the speed of the Finder is better. People say, why do I need 512 by 512 icons for? Well, now I can pretty much go to my desktop here. Let's see, let's find the movie. I can find a movie, and I can watch a 512 by 512 preview of my movie right here in the Finder, you see. And this is the beauty thing. See, I can start playing this. A lot of people ask, see, now that's, let me close QuickTime. Now that's pretty good. A 512 by 512 preview that I can watch in the Finder here as a movie. That's just wonderful. You see this movie, and this is a movie, and I don't have to open a movie player because I can make it that big. And I don't have to keep them that way. It's just a little slider. I can go real small to real big, and I love these little things. I love the new transparent menus. I love the dock expose. I love how you can minimize things to your icon. And one of my favorite improvements, let me see here, let's pull up a Safari window. Let me highlight something. One of my favorite improvements is the services menu. The services menu is, wow, look at it. and you all get in there and play with the services menu, get into system preferences, check out your service preferences down here, and check everything on. And I'm telling you what, when you highlight text or it has a function available, the service menu is going to be used a lot. This within itself is worth 30 bucks. 30 bucks. Look what we're getting for 30 bucks. Considering that it's a whole operating system, considering if you own Tiger and you can buy a $30 Snow Leopard disc, wipe your drive, and install a whole operating system for 30 bucks, this tells me Apple's wanting everybody to move to Snow Leopard for some reason. I've noticed my Final Cut Studio apps have improved. Final Cut renders, takes more advantages more of the CPU. Used to, when it rendered, it didn't take 75% advantage of all 4 cores, but it does now. My audio issue in ScreenFlow has resolved itself. It does not stutter and split no more, so there's absolutely no need for Camtasia. Camtasia is giving me problems. Can you believe a company releases an application 5 days before the new operating system and they still can't get it to be completely compatible? It blows my mind. This is a great OS. Talking about Windows 7, been reading articles and going over a few things that people like and dislike. People are talking about how slow it is compared to XP still. If you got XP, you can't upgrade to Windows 7. If you got Vista, you can upgrade to Windows 7. But if you got XP, you got to wipe your drive, which that's recommended anyway. But I think that's a little raw of Microsoft to say, listen, if you're not going to wipe your drive, you're going to have to buy Vista first if you're an XP user. It's bullshit, you know? And their media player here, look at this. Just compare that to iTunes. Seriously, can you compare that to iTunes? Can't they get somebody to come in here and write something that's decent looking, that has a decent front end, a decent UI? iTunes UI kills this thing. Look at this when you want to search for movies over here on the right. It's horrible. Why don't they just kill this dying thing and get it out of its misery? And another gripe. Look at this. Let's zoom up here. The control panel. Look how it's a mess. It's a freaking mess. Are you telling me they couldn't do anything with this? Now Windows is including their own antivirus. You know, Mac includes a malware protection inside of Snow Leopard, which has only 2 definitions in it right now, or whatever you want to call them. One from 2007 and one here recently. But they've already started countermeasuring malware. That's all we got to worry about. Now Microsoft is finally giving us a security package. But how much you want to bet they make us pay for it? And that's not even talking about the 7 damn versions of Windows 7. Starter, Basic, Premium, Enterprise, Ultimate, and there's one in there I'm missing. You know, Home Basic, Home Premium, Enterprise, Ultimate, Starter, I don't know the other one, Regular Basic. It's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. What, for $150, the cheapest one maybe? I don't know. But if you ask me, Snow Leopard has really laid a foundation for an unbelievable performance jump for us Mac users within the next 6 to 18 months. Mark my words. Snow Leopard is a success. I love it. I don't think they could have done a more perfect job. We knew what it was going to be from the beginning, and I think they've more than delivered. One more thing. Everybody using the new Intel Mac pretty much is going to be 64-bit now. Try getting the Windows world to go 64-bit. Huh? Windows is going to be stuck in 32-bit world for the next 3 years. They're never going to be able to go get everybody to switch 64-bit and get all the applications to switch 64-bit. So this is where Apple's going to really start pulling away from Microsoft in a big way. OS X.